Please, Master Yu, slow down. Yes, I have a spare key to the mausoleum, but why ever would you... You! How dare you come back here after what you did to Master Yu?
It's okay, Alfred. We've already sorted it out. What I need from you is the key.
Is that so? Are you certain you can trust them?
Whoa, you don't have to glare at us like that, old-timer.
Master Yu, the crypts are already open.
Huh? So the Kaiser is already inside?
The door to the crypt is open, you say? But that cannot be. Aside from my spare, the only other key was carried off by Master Denny 7 years ago. At the time, he told me he wanted to lay flowers on the grave of his mother. We never saw him again.
Listen to me, Alfred. About Denny.
You still think of your brother, Master Yu?
Quite often, actually. As a matter of fact...
Preposterous! The dread Kaiser Oblivion is none other than our own Master Denny? Say it is not so. Master Denny devoted himself fully to house and church from a young age. That he could commit such atrocities, it simply boggles the mind.
All right, you. It's time you dealt with your brother.
Yes, but where will the two of you go?
We shall turn ourselves in to the Crystal Guard.
You don't have to...
A crime is a crime. How can we hope to reform others if we cannot admit our own trespasses?
I suppose you're right. Just make sure you speak with Pope Agnes, and all of the others with her.
You mean those old knights? What would you have us say to them?
Well, yes, them too, but I was thinking of other people. People closer to you. I think they'll be very interested in what you have to say.
Huh?
Trust me, you'll see what I mean soon enough. Now, I have to go stop my brother.
Be safe out there, you.
I will, my friend. spirits are crying, just like back then.
Spirits?
Sorry, I just meant that sound.
It's just the wind, right? Don't scare me like that.
Yes, it was just the wind, blowing between the gravestones. But when I was a child, it sounded like wailing spirits.
You've been here before, you?
Yes, to bury my father, and as heir to House Genealogia, to pay respects to my ancestors. I don't remember it very well. Or maybe I just tried hard to forget.
Oh.
The more I think about it, the more I realize how hard I've tried to forget my childhood. Eating at a dinner table so big, I could hardly see my parents' faces. A grim silence, broken only by the clinking of cutlery. Everyone seemed so distant. Father, mother, my brother, and his mother. It was as if some massive gulf divided my brother and me, even though neither of us wanted it to be that way. Whenever I did talk to my brother, he was always so kind to me. I always thought to myself, when brother inherits House Genealogia, I'll be his right-hand man. But it wasn't to be. It wasn't until I went off to study in El Campus that I finally had some room to breathe. Jan and I would go down to the food stalls each evening. Everything was so delicious. But eventually, Father passed, and I returned home to that silent, gloomy dining room.
But couldn't you change things? Right. You're the head of the household now. You can eat however you like.
I'm afraid it's not so simple. House Genealogia has rules for everything, all laid down by the first of our name.
The portrait in the lobby of your manor. That's him, isn't it?
I remember that painting. It scared the heck out of me when I got up in the middle of the night.
Me too, sir. I think it's the reason why ghosts are my biggest, only fear.
Dinner's ready, everyone. Come and get it.
Oh, I forgot it was your turn.
Don't look so happy about it. Besides, I whipped up something special tonight.
This is how I always wanted my meals to be. Food, laughter, camaraderie.
Something special, you say? Special in what way? Ta-da! The Ducal Guard Special. Salmon, braised with vinegar, mayo, butter, garlic, pepper, and barbecue sauce! A la vache! What a feast!
Yes, this is what I always wanted.
It is? Idia, don't you think butter and garlic alone would have been enough?
What? What was perfect? It was like a flavor explosion.
The Ducal Guard really eats this? This exact recipe?
C'est magnifique!
It's perfect.
You. I've been waiting for you. Tell me, little brother, do you know who slumbers here?
The First Lord of our house, Founder Geniolja.
Descended from the family of the first pontiff, he held many key posts from a young age.
Captain of the Crystal Guard, inaugural leader of the Three Cavaliers, he laid the foundation for the future might of House Geniolja.
Founder Geniolja, our esteemed forefather, and the man responsible for the corruption and rot that infests the Orthodoxy to this day. Riddle me this, little brother. What is the Crystal Guard?
An order of knights sworn to serve justice, to defend the Orthodoxy and protect the people from harm.
Justice, yes. Founder held up the torch of justice and slew countless foes for the sake of the people and the faith. But who defined the justice that he trumpeted? Why, he did, of course. As he rose higher and higher through the ranks, he used his influence to brand personal rivals as enemies. Political rivals who threatened his influence, wealthy houses with treasures he coveted, vassals who did not pay the tributes demanded of them, commoners who dared speak the truth. Anyone and everyone could be named an enemy of the Crystal Orthodoxy and sentenced to imprisonment, exile, even death.
So that's how our family rose to such wealth and power. We inherited the spoils of this treachery. The blood is on our hands, too.
There were fair and just men among our forefathers, of course. You may have seen their gravestones along the way, misshapen rocks without inscription or epitaph. Such was the fate of those who rejected Founder's ideals, those who sought true justice over wealth and power. The names of these would-be reformers have been erased from our family history as dictated by Founder's precepts. The same precepts that drove me from our house, as you well know. Oh, the pain and suffering, slaughter and sin. Founder Geniolja is the source of it all. When I was first cast out, I despaired. I wandered the realm aimlessly until I heard of something that gave me hope.
The compass of space and time.
with its power, I would go back in time, find our monstrous forefather, and slay him with my own hand. I will root out the evil at its source and change the course of history. No longer will the realm suffer at the whim of the rich and greedy. The tragic cycle will be broken. This is my goal, and that of my comrades. I will shoulder their hopes and wishes and build a new world. And I will not give up the fight until it is done, even if I stand alone.
I hear your words, brother, and I feel your pain. But still, I must stop you.
A blind slave to Founder's precepts, just like the others.
No! Don't you see? It has nothing to do with Founder, its precepts, or our family. I just want to save this world. For my friends who protected me, who encouraged me, who helped me when I was in trouble, and showed me the way when I was lost. Friends who cared for me and helped me grow. I'm gonna save them, and this world, and all the hopes and dreams we share.
So you too would slumber in an unmarked grave. We are more alike than I thought. And yet, only one of us can achieve our goal. It is time we settled the score. Come you, show me the strength of your convictions. think I'll give up so easily? No matter how many times you bring me down, I will rise again. I will not stop fighting until this world is reborn.
Denny, listen to me. You didn't see what happened after you went back in time. We saw the end of the world. No, worse than that. We saw a world frozen in darkness and despair. What you're doing will solve nothing. Denying the past is no way to build the future. You say you want a better world. Then let's build one. Together, in the here and now.
Let's finish this!
Stay strong, everyone!
charges!
Strong, you.
Brother, you're awake!
This is my childhood home. I never thought I would see it again. I was defeated, but you let me live. It is over. My long-held dream, the sacrifices of my comrades, all for naught.
Listen to me, brother. It doesn't have to be over. This is just the beginning. You don't need to give up. It's never too late to change the world, or yourself. Our family committed heinous crimes, crimes that will never be erased from history. But together, we could start to make amends. And if we do it right, we just might change the future. Stand with me, brother.
Perhaps you're right, you. But my hands are stained in too much blood to play any part in shaping the future. I murdered too many to count. I abducted the Pope. I allowed my dear friends to sacrifice themselves for my failed cause. My heart may have changed, but my crimes cannot be forgiven.
But Denny...
It is never too late to start anew.
Your Holiness...
Denny Geniolja, the crimes you have committed are grievous indeed. But I would offer you a way to atone for your actions.
A chance to start over?
Yes, you understand what you've done. That is the first step toward redemption.
You would show me mercy? I stole you away, dragged you to the end of time and space.
That is the past. What matters now is the future.
But what of those who died protecting me, who championed my cause until the end? I have no right to go on living while they lie dead.
But don't you think they'd want you to live? To work for change however you can?
The only mercy I need is the mercy of a quick death, that I might apologize to my comrades face to face.
If that is what you truly wish, then come with me to the sanctum.
Very well.
Thank you.